Now is the co-director of Gus Macker Jackson, Kyle Liechty. Good morning, Kyle.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Doing good. Nice to see you too.
Yeah, nice to see you. It's an amazing that we're already almost to the end of May. We were talking about that early, which means it's crunch time for you.
Yeah, it's slightly terrifying.
Slightly. So registration's open.
Yep,
Registration is open. How's that going so far?
Yeah, so it's interesting with all events in the Jackson area. You kind of wait to see how the weather forecast is going and all that, and there's a lot of last-minute sales for some festivals. But this is super unique because our cutoff date for registration is the weekend of July 4th. So, and between the travel and trying to figure out what your summer's looking like, there is a little bit of delay, a lot of last-minute urgency when it comes down to that weekend. But you still have to make up your mind soon. So it's not like, oh, it's basketball tournament week, we're going to sign up today.
Right.
Not like that at all. So right now, registrations are kind of where they always are at this time, but definitely need to see the numbers go
Yeah,
up.
I think, with the end of school, people are saying, what, do we have anything that weekend? If we don't, let's get into Macker. So I think in the next few weeks, it's going to really rise. And, people love basketball in Jackson, and they've proven it 3 years over the time that you guys have been doing this Macker. Can you still believe it's really taken shape the way it has, Kyle?
It's pretty incredible. Like, we jumped basically 70 teams in 2 years, and there's a lot of regional hype about the Jackson tournament. We're looking for it to grow this year with some added events coming in as well. But one of the big things that we're doing this year, which will look so different from what you're seeing on the TV now, one of our interns actually asked us, like, why is the event laid out this way? Like, why don't we have the kids' courts down by the park so everyone can set up tents? I'm like, I have no idea. Let's flip it around. So we're actually reversing the entire dynamic that kids are going to be around Horace Blackman Park. The adults are going to be on Michigan Ave and going to have a completely different flow and feel this year.
Yeah. There's the toilet bowl
Street.
trophy,
Exactly.
which is always fun to take home.
Which you have.
I don't have a toilet bowl trophy.
You don't?
I might have a good sport trophy.
Well, that's what's cool about the toilet bowl, and for Macker as a whole, everyone's guaranteed 3 games. So in a traditional double elimination tournament, you'd be out potentially the first day, but the toilet bowl, for the teams that do lose to, they're in a mini bracket of 4 teams, so they can still walk away with hardware for being the best of the worst for their division.
When is the dunk contest?
The dunk contest is always at 12:30 on Saturdays, or the Saturday of the event, and it'll be, since we're flipping the layout, it'll actually be directly in front of JTV and the Lean Rocket Lab this year.
Shirts optional.
Oh yeah,
Apparently.
remember how hot it was though? It was steamy.
Yeah,
that
last
one
year
year.
too, we had thunderstorms before and after the gameplay every day, so the air was just so thick.
You have a golf outing, which as if the week couldn't get any busier and bigger. You have a golf outing. This will be the first one. Talk about that. Are you still sign up for that?
Yeah, so sign up. We have a lot of open spots still.
Okay.
Haven't promoted that as like we're really going to kick off marketing for that this coming weekend. But it's $400 for a foursome, $100 a person, and a lot of golf outings. You have like all these added contests. For us, we wanted to build like a proof of concept, and we're just including all the contests in the registration. So there's not really added fees. So Art Maine is going to have a car giveaway on a hole-in-one. Cardinal Insurance is doing a $10,000 hole-in-one prize. Express CNC and Fabrication is doing a $500 closest to the pin. So guaranteed someone's walking out $500 cash in their pocket, which is kind of cool. And we have a $2,000 skins pot.
Nice.
So going all in with it and hoping to get some good teams in.
And you have some new feature basketball games this year.
Yeah, so one of the big things is connecting the dots throughout the week. So compared to just having a big basketball tournament Saturday and Sunday, we're trying to figure out what we could do to connect it from the golf outing through the final championship game. So on Friday night, we're bringing back the Heroes Tournament presented by County National Bank with local emergency responders, law enforcement, medical professionals, and in tandem with that, this is all taking place between the Lean Rocket Lab and Jackson Street. We're going to have other courts with a local teachers tournament. So if you know a teacher that would like to get a team together to represent the school, accepting registrations for that now, as well as partnering with the Lyle Torrent and Kit Young Center for a court and gameplay for students with disabilities. So that's all happening from 5:30 to 9 o'clock Friday night. And also partnering with the symphony and theater to bring music to the park as well. So
There's a charitable component to the Macker, Kyle. You guys have been able to donate $12,000 to local organizations and nonprofits through this event.
yeah, that's one of the cool things. Like, we run this as an independent entity, I guess, and we're all doing it as volunteers. So all the profits that go in, we basically keep $5,000 aside to pay for the contract fee for the upcoming year. The rest of the money we give out to the volunteer groups, random nonprofits. Last year we did a couple social media competitions, and it was truly the community picked where the money was going, which was cool. But a big thing is we want to be able to support youth groups, community organizations that put in service time and volunteer at the event, and then they can walk out with potentially one of their biggest fundraisers prior to the sports season.
Andy, are you going to get a team in this year?
Well, and could be in the 40 and over division now.
Absolutely.
That's right.
No, I'm not, but I'll be down here watching for sure.
What about Ella?
Yeah, my daughter's hopefully going to be able to get a team. We'll see. So, yeah, she'll be in the 11 to 12-year-old division.
And you probably need an additional Hawaiian ice truck. Is that
Yeah,
what's-
so
Yes.
we're adding a few other food vendors this year. One big thing, though, that we try to stick by, it's like, we love to bring more vendors to town. We love to have a lot of choices, but we don't want to take away and compete with the businesses downtown. So the fact that there's the Lean Rocket Lab or Fortress Cafe, why would we bring a coffee truck from out of town? Or since we have the Chase, we don't need to bring a burger place. Well, like Dallin Burgers comes, but they're local. So we're really trying to focus on differentiation there.
It's just going to be a great weekend.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Thanks, Kyle.
It's the Gus Macker Jackson co-director, Kyle Liechty. Up next, we'll meet one of the past Gus Macker